Dan back with a tasting of my sour beers, one that I brewed 6 months ago using bottle dregs of Russian River Temptation, Cascade Brewing Sang Royale, and Cascade Brewing Creek. One of them had a combination of Russian River Temptation and Sang Royale. I'm sorry, the Creek from Cascade. So first one is the Temptation dregs and Sang Royale dregs. This is the one that had the pellicle on it. It does smell very funky. It does smell very sour. It has kind of a moist smell to it somehow. Let's give it a taste. That's actually not too bad. I'm kind of impressed. It's very sour, very fruity, a lot of fruit flavor in that. All this is DME, Pilsner DME and wheat DME, and a little bit of dextrin, I believe. It still needs some more time, I think. Still has that little bit of a armpit kind of funk to it, but it's very sour. It's better than I thought it was going to be. Let's go on to the Temptation Only. This is Russian River Temptation Dregs Only. It was darker in the fermenter. It looks clearer than the other one, and it looks about the same color, but in the fermenter this one is darker than this one. You probably can't see the color difference too well. I don't know if you can see the clarity. Clarity on this one versus clarity on this one. These are pulled straight out of the fermenters. Of course, the glass would have some effect, but alright, let's try this one. This one has a little bit of a Band-Aid medicinal kind of smell, maybe. It's a very light aroma compared to the other one. Still has that slight funky barnyard smell. Definitely not as strong smelling as the Temptation and Sang Royale dregs. This one is less complex, but it's more tart up front. Pretty good, but it's a lot less complex than the other one. Really, really tart up front, which is kind of nice. Maybe a little bit too much even. Alright, let's go on to the scary one. This is the one that darkened. Almighty from Homebrew Talk. That's a shout out to Almighty from Homebrew Talk. He's the one that posted the 1 gallon dreg sour beer methodology on Homebrew Talk under the sour beer and lambic section. Huge thread, like 200 pages or something. He started that, and he's been posting feedback to everybody who posted that thread. So if you guys want some good feedback on sour beers, post on that thread. This one was the Cascade Brewing Only Sang Royale, which is their brown sour, I believe. Maybe it's an Old Bruin, I can't remember off the top of my head. He suggested that maybe oxygen got into the fermenter, and oxygenation is what darkened it. You can see there's quite a bit of a color difference. It's a little more pronounced in the fermenters. Let's give it a try. This one has like a caramel molasses smell to it, like a barley wine. Very strange. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, that one's a bit off. He was saying look for vinegar. Saying look for vinegar for oxygenation, maybe. It does have the thin vinegar taste to it. Also very sour, very acidic. The aroma. Trying to think what beers I've had that smell like this. I have had some. I want to say they were barley wines. Very sharp acidity and sharp tartness to it. Maybe there's hope for it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let it keep going. I'm thinking blending might be a way to go on some of these. This one's a little sweeter. So far this one is really good actually. I might try blending them a little bit. Not sure what I'm gonna do with the dark one. Not sure that I like it much. Might be a drain pour. We'll give it another 6 months. See what happens. If you watch this Almighty, I'm gonna ask you to please give me some feedback. What you think? Anything I can do to save it? Maybe, I don't know. Add fruit or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it's not totally disgusting, but it's definitely not something I would drink a lot of. Just a quick recap on these 3 beers. As I noticed, as some other things as I was drinking them, the Russian River Plus Sangreal has a really bright tartness to it. It's actually really good. It's Temptation Dregs with the Cascade Brewing Sangreal. The one that was with the Cascade Creek, it did have a cardboard flavor in the middle. It was really tart, and then cardboard, and then sour in the back. Not really liking that one. It also has a very vegetal smell to it, like you get the flavor in some imperial stouts. I think that's from roasted barley, too much roasted barley maybe, or too much hops. I'm not exactly sure what causes that vegetal flavor in some imperial stouts. But that's what you get in the aroma. Not the flavor, but the aroma. The third one, the Temptation Only Dregs, very sharp tartness. It's got a bit of a paint thinner smell and flavor to it. It's a little bit off-putting. I don't quite like that. I tried blending all 3 of them a little bit. Blending didn't seem to improve anything at all. But so far the Temptation plus the Sangreal Dregs is actually really good. I think this is going to turn out pretty nice. I might do a full batch of it. Cheers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday.